Good evening and welcome. Thanks for joining me again. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lee and I love Casio watches, mainly from the 80s and 90s. I do have quite a few of them in great condition and I like to show them off on this channel, talk about them, because most people haven't really seen most of them. They know the most popular ones are TV channel stuff and calculator watches, but I like to show a wide variety of all sorts of Casio watches, and if you flick through my channel you will see a few hundred videos. So today we're going to show this watch here, which is quite an unusual watch. It was made in 1993 and it's a W-900. And it uses a module 944. These are the original straps on here, by the way, which is quite unusual because Casio do normally have the embossed Casio logo here, but for some odd reason they never made it on this watch. Now this wasn't really designed by Casio, it was designed by this guy here, Simon Powell Designs. Now if you're unaware of Simon Powell, he's been going for many years and they're quite a large company now. Simon Powell is a product designer and they're responsible for like the cordless kettle, for example. And this was going back many years and they're still going around today. And Richard Branson has used him, or used the company, should I say, to look over Virgin Galactic, which is a space shuttle that goes into space, and designing that thing that's going on now. So he's a very renowned designer. Casio have used him on a number of different watches, including a few G-Shocks. They used him on this particular watch, and I think there's another few of the Overland. So this is the Overland watch and its navigation. Now what makes this super rare, they made these in very small numbers, like a limited edition, and it wasn't sold in many places. And if you look online now, you will barely find any of these watches, and even information, even in chat rooms, no one's really heard about it, no one's really talk about it. So I have one here and let's go through it, and it's quite a good size. Let me put it on my wrist and I'll show you. I do wear it quite often, you know. It's a great size watch, isn't it? I love the symmetrical parts that's here. See the symmetrical part there? So let's start from the beginning and let's flick through the menu and I will demonstrate a few of its features. So Casio are the first to bring out a navigation-y type watch, and this is what this is here. Let me just get into the time mode a minute. Right, so this is the time mode, and you see these little indicators here. Every 5 seconds it will come up. See there? Every 5 seconds. Another one will come up in a minute. Bing. And here, believe it or not, this is the actual year where it's displayed. So we're in 2024. And that's another good feature as well. A lot of Casios, especially the 80s, stopped at 2019. But this one, maybe because it's not in the 80s, it's 1993, so that's probably what it is. Here's a display mode, the time mode. Here's a date and the date. And there's a little alarm thing here. And I'll explain it in a minute, but this is your kilometers, and it's got 6 buttons, one here, so you've got 2 blue ones on the top here, 2 red ones on the bottom, you've got a black one here and another one here, and there's no light, not that it matters to me. It's also got water resistant of 100 meters, so it's almost a diver's watch. I don't know why they didn't model it as a diver's watch. So that's the time mode. Here is a stopwatch mode. and it's a split stopwatch as well, so you've got one here and one here. And here is the, in fact I'm going to do the navigation part at the end, so let's skip that part for the moment and I'm going to show you. So here's the alarm mode, and if you hit this button here you can hear the alarm. This watch also has a one-touch alarm, so if you click here, let me just, I'll do it in a minute for you. So you've got dual time as well, one time there, another time there, and the reason for that is if you, I don't know, if you've got parents in France, for example, or Spain or wherever, you can set their times so you know what time it is. So the one touch timer is up here. If you hit this button here, I think if you hold it in and press it again, you can have the time, the alarm go out off in 45 seconds, 15 seconds, or 30 seconds, and it will go off then. So you can do it within the hour, and that's it. Let's turn that off, so we put it back to 0. So that's the one touch alarm, and it's just basically you're in the timekeeping mode, and let's have a look. Timekeeping mode, and all you do is just hold this button in here. That's to reset it, and if you just press it once or whatever the figure you want, it will just go off 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes, and that's all you can do. Now let's go to nitty-gritty bit now. Now it may seem a bit complicated, but it's not that complicated, and let me explain to you why. So if we go to the timekeeping mode here, now if you press it, we're on the stopwatch mode, and if you see here, you've got Navi next to it. You press it again, now we're in the navigation mode, and this is how it works. So if you see here, you got Navi 1, and if you hit the little black button here, you've got Navi 2. Now the reason how it works is Navi 2 is your distance. So if you hit these buttons here, you can have, for example, up to 9,999 kilometers. Now we don't want to do anything like that, but this is how it works it out. So imagine you wanted to travel 100 kilometers, so you set your distance here to 100, for example. Now that's at 100 kilometers, that's what we're going to set it at. Now if you hit the middle button again, oh, what did I just press? Oh yeah. Now we're going to set the speed on which you want to travel. So imagine we want to travel 50 kilometers. So we're doing 50 kilometers, and we're going to travel 100 kilometers. So we're going to 50 kilometers an hour. We're going to travel 100 kilometers. Now if you hit the button here in the middle again, it should tell you. Now that's telling us it will take 2 hours if we travel at 50 miles an hour to do 100 kilometers. And here will be the time we will arrive if we left now at the time of whatever the watch is set to. And that's the navigation. Now don't be under the illusion that it will take you there. It's giving you a DST, is it DST? Expected time of arrival. So if you can just put on there. Now if you hit the button again, and you did so you can increase your speed. Oh, let's do it here. So you want to do 75. Let's do 70 miles, or 70 kilometers, should I say, and hit the button in the middle again. It will take you 1 hour and 25 minutes. Now, if you could increase as well your distance. So if you wanted to have a little diversion, so you can go, let's do 1,000 kilometers. Now, if you can see there, it's telling you if you did 70 kilometers and you wanted an hour and you wanted to travel 1,000 kilometers, it would take you 14 hours and 17 minutes 8 seconds. And if you left now, you would get there the next day at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, should I say. And that's what the watch is about. It's not really a navigation as we know it today, planning your route and stuff like that. It's just basically telling you, it's basically telling you, you know, expected time of arrival. And it's quite, I mean, don't forget this is 1993, so we never had navigations, we never had smartphones or the internet or anything planning. So when it came to stuff like this was absolutely revolutionary. And I mean, you could just sit there, I could imagine, in school or down the pub and, you know, just plan how long things will take and the distances. And I suppose you can become quite addictive after a while. But yeah, that's the base of the watch, and that's what it does. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? So we've got the alarm mode, dual time, and it's just packed with so many features. Let's put the stopwatch on a minute, or the timer. Let's have a look. Is it this one or this one? One thing I didn't notice was God, what's going on here? Oh, it does. So that's a split timer. I didn't think it done that last time. And you could do the bottom one. It's pretty cool how to do that, isn't it? Simultaneously. I think it's a beautiful watch, this. It's so rare. You rarely see these for sale. I am planning on selling some of my watches soon, so keep an eye out. Or if you're interested in this watch, go on Instagram, old_Casio_collector, and you will find this watch. Well, I'm going to put it on later on, maybe in a few days' time. But if you're interested in this watch, in fabulous condition, original straps as well, let me know. That's it. Hope that was informative. What else have I got coming? Oh yeah, look, let me show you this. If you were ever interested or wondered what the CMD 10B watch, the box looked like, it was like this. This is a wrist remote control watch, by the way. And this is what the boxes they came in. Pretty cool, isn't it? And this folds down into the box. Yeah, that's it. It's getting pretty late here at the moment, so I'm going to call it a day. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'll put another video up tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Don't forget, if you need anything, any help with anything, any advice, best way to reach me is Instagram. My Instagram details are all in the description below this video. If you ain't got Instagram, like many people message me and say, I haven't got Instagram, just download it. It's free. You can, if you want to use it just to speak to me, then delete it. You can do it that way. But yeah, Instagram's good. You should have it anyway. Right, you take care.